just said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Oregon State Beavs, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Oregon State's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the back from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing. Tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
The kick is on its way. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. The Irish offense comes out. First chance we've had to see them today. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down. He started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David. Up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position 1, objective number 1 today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down and came up a little short.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They boot it away on 4th down. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to pass, it's Murphy. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Let's take just a second here and look big picture for Oregon State. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Wants to throw on third. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack. Starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. And the Beavers will punt it away on 4th down. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Trying play action. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got his man. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Hunt is on its way. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Pulls and fires complete. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Second down, he'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Clemens. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Unloads to the right. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They boot it away. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Yeah, and the defensive line, you know, third and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on third down.
The Irish send out the punt unit. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Quickly out to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. So now it's second and long. The give to the back. Fights off a defender. Got enough for the first. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They'll ride the hot hand. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Beavs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Pulls it and fires to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking for a man. It's Murphy. Fires one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Beavs will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the fifth time today. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. They're setting up the screen. Breaks the tackle. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Let's see how they set the tone on first and 10. Gonna run it. It's Love. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Halfway there on first down, it's second and 5. Motion from the wideout. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. Notre Dame comes out of the break facing third down. Bottle little time, lets it go. With the catch, it's Fields. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They'll run for it. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Quick strike complete. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Running back searching for a hole. Nice move to pick up yardage. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Fires to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Love. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Love. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Here's a heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's got it on the move. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown. On the option. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. They've got him then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. He'll do it himself. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From their own 18-yard line, it's 1st down. Goes to the option. Now the toss. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. Looking for a man. It's Murphy. Oh, they're after him. Trying to escape and get it himself. Oh, it's out. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. And the Beavers have it with a 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Hankerson. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. The Beavers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to power their way ahead. Shakes off the defender. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Beavers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll try the right side. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Lost one deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The offense is going to stay on the field. They'll take a pass on the 55-yard field goal attempt. And the Beavers get it past the sticks. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Clemens. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Line getting set on 2nd down. To the air. It's Murphy. Get it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. On 3rd down, going up top. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Fires Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Tackle is made right at the 22-yard line. That's not enough for the first down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They punt it away on fourth down. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Back to pass, it's Murphy. Here's the pressure. Gets away from one. Slips a tackle. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss.
These QBs nowadays are harder than ever to get to the ground. They're so quick, they're so fast. Some of them big and strong, and they just make guys miss and keep plays alive, and they make you cover for so long. Great job by the secondary. But how about the pursuit? Reckless pursuit, just kept going, kept fighting, finally get him to the ground.
From the gun, the running back has it. Gives him the big stiff arm. Stumbled to the ground. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Beavers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Rides to back and leaves it. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in South Bend. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the home of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He makes the catch. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. On the run, it's Todd. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's Pauly. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. Back to throw, it's Carr. And here's a fumble way behind the line. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's 4th down.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. They'll get this drive going from the 17. The RPO, it's complete. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Beavs can really attack on this second and short. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
After that last incompletion, the offense is now in punt formation. Let's see what he can do with it. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Here come the Irish, back on offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, and something can start to build.
He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. The Irish send out the punt unit. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Murphy. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. And the Beavs will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against him.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle, maybe...
Turning on the Jets! And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Right on the money. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The pitch to the left. Runs through the tackle. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down. The Beavs send out the punt unit. Take the return out of the equation in this rainy weather. Fair catch is signaled for and made. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Off the play fake on first down. Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll line up for a second down play. Dropping back, it's Carr. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Well, this game really has turned into a defensive struggle, and both defenses right now are just absolutely dominating. That time, nice job using his pass rush moves, getting to the quarterback, and they just look like they cannot be blocked right now up front.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he has to throw for it. They'll run the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Kick is in the air. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Calls his own number. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on second down. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker.
Woo, deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Backed up in their own end, a quick hitter might work. Makes the grab on the left. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. The Beavs will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. The handoff as they run the counter play here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Grabbed in the middle. It's Fields. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. That's the end of the period, and Oregon State has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, and he has enough to move the chains. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Might as well give it to him again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Carr. On the move, he fires. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. A field goal attempt from this spot would be 52 yards out. A few yards on third down would make it easier. Here comes the heat. Snagged in the middle. It's Fields. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. He got it. Guys, we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. And for a quick quick update. Let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Colorado found a way to rescue victory from the jaws of defeat. A prime example of just how strong this program is. All about stacking wins there in Boulder. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Got a man. It's Walker. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. On the ground, it's Hankerson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Pass rush. Gets there. Gets home. Gets him down at the 23. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots. You read the quarterback's eyes. Make sure you take away that quick stuff. And a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Under fire. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. And the Beavers line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Nestles it in at the 35. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Hold and fire complete. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. They'll try the run. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. They'll give it to him again. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Give to the running back. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Catch in the middle. It's Collin. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Short gain on the play before he slides. The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. To the air on 2nd down. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the offense is so close to the go-ahead score, they can smell it here in the 4th quarter. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Gets the back moving. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Tie game, 4th quarter, you get it in the red zone, and then to have a mistake like that is devastating.
Oh, this quarterback is the leader of this team. He's expected to make better decisions than that. You just cannot have your leader and your quarterback go out and be careless with the football, with the game on the line late in that kind of situation.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Hand off from the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. The Beavers decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. To throw, it's Carr. Looking to scramble. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Got a man, it's Fields. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Going for it on fourth down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Here's a big drive for this defense who will try to get a stop with just a few minutes left. Pulls it, fired complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Handoff from the gun. Takes it past the marker. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Man, what a blow for this offense. You got the football in the fourth quarter, a chance to go take the lead. Now you turn it over. Your defense is going to have to go out there and step up for it.
They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Whistle blows, clock stopped, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. Back to throw, it's Carr. Under fire. And this will be picked off, a costly turnover in a tie game.
This game right now is hanging in the balance. It's tight, it's close, tied here in the fourth quarter. One play can change everything, and that was a throw that the quarterback wishes he could have back.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. He'll try to do it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to throw on first down. Dances away to buy time. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Firing deep. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Beavers will bring the punt team onto the field. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking for a gap. It's Bob.
You need points to win this game, but it's a good sign that your offensive line is firing off the ball here late and getting some push. That was a really good-looking run late in this one.
Buys a little extra time. Running into the open space. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds, marking at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Wants to throw. It's Carr. He's going to throw deep right side. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. This time he's got it. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. That's caught. It's lobbed. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And it's good from 41 yards out for the game. Bad offense, good defense, no scoring. That's pretty much what we had in this one as they come up short in a bit of a slog fest.
Yeah, and most of the time in college football, it's the opposite, right? Defense optional. Offense scores so many points. This one, back and forth. Offense is struggling, trying to make plays. Defense has put on a great effort.
A lot of issues for this offense in this game today, obviously, and I think the coaching staff now really needs to take a look at how they're game planning and how they're going to give their players an opportunity to have success. It may be time now to start changing some things up a little bit.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.